Escos. Here again at the Glebe, St. George. This is the outside of St. George Parish Church. This is the western gate, all in the valley, St. George. So St. George Parish Church is the second oldest church in Barbados. It's back to 1641, and it was built in 1641 and rebuilt in 1784. It was destroyed by the hurricane that ravaged Barbados in 1780. As I said before, the parish of St. George was carved out of St. Michael between 1640 and 1641. So St. Michael is the mother parish and St. George was carved out of it. So this tower here was built in 1958 when Reverend Malalu, I think either Reverend KLS or Malalu was the priest here when the parishioners craved the tower in 1958, and he built a tower. The bells in this tower were given in memory of Evelyn Mae Mackenzie by her loving husband and children, and they were installed in 1958. The bells became obsolete in 2003. The bells were donated by George Revere and Barbara Davis to the glory of God, and in loving memory of Cameron Lyle and Mabel Louise Katie Davis of Walker's Plantation in St. George on October 28, 2003. So this is all the churchyard here. St. George is the parish known for land and known for fertile soil, and it is an agricultural parish. The third largest parish in Barbados, and it is in the center of the island, along with St. Thomas. So there is no sea nor coastline in this parish, and it is also a rural parish as well. So this is an Anglican church. St. George Parish Church is an Anglican church. All in the cemetery. My uncle and grandmother are laid to rest. As I said before, St. George is where my father was born and raised. For those of you who don't know who my father is, Satchmore that sings or that used to sing with the Sand Pebbles group is my father, and he is from the parish of St. George. You can see the tower here. By the way, another thing about St. George, Reverend Careless and Malalu succeeded Careless from 1964 to 1972, and Malalu succeeded Canon Lionel Burke succeeded Reverend Leonard Malalu from 1973 right up until 1994. Reverend Canon Lionel Burke was the first black priest at St. George Parish Church. After Canon Burke was Canon Gooding, and then after Canon Gooding was the Reverend John Rogers, who was the Reverend here today. So this Reverend John Rogers will be the third black priest at this church. St. George Parish Church, historic church. All the churchyard here for St. George. This is all Walker's St. George behind here. So walking down in the church cemetery again. So I do have loved ones resting in the cemetery from my father's side. Adam's grave. So St. George is a beautiful parish. So this is the north side of St. George now. I am today. The Walker's development behind here. So I'm taking a stroll through St. George churchyard. I don't know if they're practicing or not, so I don't really want to go inside the church and disturb them from practicing. The grave of Eustace B. Reefer, who was related to, this is the Reefer family tomb here, who is related to Floyd Reefer, who was a cricketer, who was running to competing against Tony Moore as the Member of Parliament for St. George North in the 2020 by-election after Glenn Clark had resigned from being the Member of Parliament. I hear the organ playing. I don't know what they are doing yet. So this is an Anglican church, as I said before. So here I am again in this sacred place. The list of the priests who serve St. George Parish Church. The list of priests who serve St. George Parish Church. Back up in the church again, St. George. This is an Anglican church. I don't want to disturb them, so I wouldn't go all the way in the church at this time. This is the grave of Norma Joy Holder, who was the former organist of St. George Parish Church. And she was the principal of the Barbados Community College, and her husband Jean Stewart Holder. So Norma Holder was a Jamaican by birth, but she was living in Barbados. She had married to Jean Holder, who was a Barbadian. He was the chairman at LIAC. This is a building of historic and architectural interest. They're having practice in there or something. The building next door is the old school hall, the old primary school, Bishop St. George Boys School. So, now leaving the church now. Yeah, good evening. You can see up the hill where the St. George Rectory is, where the priests live, and the glebe pasture over here. You can see up the hill and all up to the Gun Hill signal station. Up the hill here, which is the highest point in this St. George Parish. So up the hill now will be the road leading you to the Glebe Polyclinic and St. George Welfare Office, and back to the Gun Hill signal station, and back to Tate Hill, Workman's, Newberry. As you can see up the hill. So the glebe pasture, where the youth in the community play and have their sporting activities. And you can see the glebe public market here. And the George Park, where the elderly have their sporting activities as well. So thank you guys for watching now, and do have a blessed evening.